my take on the iPod Touch here on Technology Buzz with Matt. Hey there, YouTube. It's Matt. Um, I was just watching YouTube for a while, and I ended up seeing a friend of mine's YouTube uh, video on Steve Jobs, and I was like looking towards the right here, and I see this video saying what his take on Steve Jobs uh, stepping down or something. But the thing is, I looked at the date. It was like 2010, and this was like the previous before. Uh, this was this was like before Steve Jobs. This was like back in like what 2002. Uh, he's kind of like out of date. But I guess he has a point of telling the future. I guess. But anyway, the reason why I'm making this video, the link I'm gonna post of his video of the iPod Touch sucks. So I titled this video "The iPod Touch Sucks." Um, and he was saying, and he was going about saying that um that he has an Android phone like I do, and an iPod Touch 4G. And he was saying that that he rather use his 4G uh, than his iPod Touch and I had the iPod Touch since the second generation. I will never touch the first generation stuff. Uh, prior to uh, how slow it'll be, stuff like that. And so, when I got my hands on the second generation, I was thrilled. I was like, yeah, this is something that I would continually use, and I still use my iPod Touch to this day. But um, when you make when you I use this for vlogging as well. Uh, most of if you ever noticed. Um, but anyway, but anyway, uh, I used this as a PDA. It actually has a note, the default note app. I use that as a reminder or making lists or remembering passwords or whatever because I don't have LastPass on my devices or on my computer or on my browsers, I should say. And so, uh, don't knock the iPod Touch for the third gen, the second gen. Uh, every single one has its purpose. The third gen actually had the microphone earbud built in. When this came out, I was thrilled because it actually had a working microphone or working speaker and microphone combined. And instead of going, the third gen, you could uh, right here would be the speaker, and so it's uh, now it's like right here, and so it came a long way as the and it's a lot thinner than previously, and I really love the third generation because of um of the things that it could do. Actually, compared this one to the third generation, I really like the third generation a lot better. But the fourth generation, I like it because it has a front facing camera, and also it's easy. Even though it's easy to use, still I use I use both my Fascinate and my iPod Touch uh, simultaneously, and there's no much difference. There's no much difference than your your Android devices. Uh, they were if you actually looked on in gadgets or any of the tech related uh, websites, they actually went after Samsung or Apple went actually after the can't talk. Apple went after Samsung because of the same functionality as the Android uh, OS. Uh, to me it doesn't really matter. You know, I really like the OS on the iOS uh, for the iPod Touch because you could actually move the stuff that's in the dock. In Android, unless if you get it modified, then you can. But until then, you know, I use both of my devices simultaneously, so it doesn't really matter much. And saying that iPod Touch sucks, uh, the only thing that the only thing that sucks about it, it doesn't. That's the thing. Bye.